finals of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun run call.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Yang. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in a great position to come up with that interception.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. We'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the same runner's got it again. Soccer with a strong tackle there. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, look at the throw for the first down. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. And they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I can
can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Back to throw. It's Yang. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns will have to punt this one away. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Solid run, tackled with a 45-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Off the ball to 44.
Right, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
A new set of downs after that completion. Receiver in motion now. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get to him quick on the wide receiver screen. He shakes a tackle and picks up nice yards.
To go with a direct snap. Already got the 1st down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down at the 7. Offense center now for the 1st and goal.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
And the Buffaloes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Oh, that one's picked off. The 50. Across the 40. Past the 20. At the 10 now. Going to take it all the way in. Goal 6. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, that second-tier defender or linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw it. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Running out, football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense has got the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
Longhorns offense takes the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Dropping back, it's Yang. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Very fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early. Obviously, the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10.
Third down, you go to your go-to receiver, and he comes up with a big play. Nice job of keeping 1 foot in to be able to get that first down.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
And the quarterback's going to sneak it. I don't think he broke the play. That defensive front rising up to stop it.
No, I don't blame him for the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now the important after attempt.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. It shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Possession, they bubbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive, and they bounced back from that right away. The junior able to bring him down quickly, and the Buffaloes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Same tailback, another carry. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They spot the ball at the 40.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back, get the first down in this 3rd and short, and see what you can do from here. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
He's brought down out at the 46. Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
We get him down, but not before he gets to it. Plus 38. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up on our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him. They're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Makes a quick round. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Buffaloes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They've got him down out near the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Looks right for a quick completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Takes that. Here's 2nd down. Looking downfield. It's Yang. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
One more play before they head to the locker room. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The second half started with a running play. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so second and 6. The Buffaloes come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Tailback with another carry. Powerful running here. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Texas. And a big 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 in the last possession. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain. One play already to the 46-yard line on the first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Breaks loose at the 40. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, just out of... of the receiver.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They've got him down out near the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The shotgun running play call. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. With the running back and assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in pistol. Handoff to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside and the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The pocket breaking down. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up. The Longhorns will line up to boot it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the coverage team downs the ball right there.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Looking for his big tight end. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. And the Buffaloes come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country.
Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to launch it deep again. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. And this one will be fair caught. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the second down play. Looking downfield, it's Yang. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Longhorns. This one is getting ugly. Well, touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down just short of the end zone. First and goal from the 1.
Well, this offensive line, you've got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Texas. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. And they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And they tack on the extra point. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. The Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it and not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and look at the field position that they have.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talking about having a day? This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Over the middle, it's Owens. Good enough for first down yardage. He tackled Bailey, his sophomore quarterback, showing us the arm strength. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Here we go.
And the wideout goes in motion. Catch made by the tight end. And they get him down after the completion. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. Well, it's been a promising drive, but the pass pro breaks down. Now that's going to set up third and very long, Kurt.
Yeah, and after that big sack, let's see what the offensive coordinator comes up with, because they've had a pretty good drive, but now they're way behind the sticks. Most important thing here is to protect the quarterback or maybe move that launch point to give him a chance to have the time he needs to make this throw on third down.
That sack sets up a third down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the timeout has taken just 2 seconds left on the clock. Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. He'll call for the fair catch here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kurt Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another